We're in Texas.
Heyo.
Oh fuck.
Heyo. Heyo. Heyo.
Oh fuck. We're in Texas. This is Texas Family Fitness. We've never been there before. We're just kind of winging it and just going to new gyms, walking in and acting like we own the place.
You don't act like that.
You're right. I pay. I pay my day pass. It's a leg day. We're gonna squat, but not much. I don't know. We'll see what they have. Okay, bye. All right, starting out with squats up front. So we're just warming up here, just squatting just the bar. You can do. Honestly, I usually do no weight, no bar, no nothing. Just kind of open up my hips a little bit, work on kind of loosening up my knees for what I'm about to get into. Especially today, we actually ended up doing more squats than I thought we were gonna do. So we actually ended up going heavy, and Sadie normally doesn't go that heavy, so I kind of talked her into going a little outside of her comfort zone. She went a little heavier than usual. So we did four working sets of 10 to 15 reps, and then we jumped into our heavier sets where I did 5 sets, Sadie did 6. So we did 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps, and then her 6th set, she actually does 165 for 2 reps at the very end after already squatting that much weight. So props to her. But let's dive into that. Alright you guys, so now we're going to dive into hamstring curls. And so with these we're doing 3 different styles of reps. So what I mean by that is this first set that she's doing, I have her doing kind of standard style reps where you're doing 1 second positive, 1 second negative. There isn't really much of a change in tempo. And then on the second set we drop the weight a little bit. We go down to 20 pounds on each side, and I have her doing time under tension reps. So what those are is I had her doing 1 second positives, squeezing at the top, and then 6 second controlled negatives on the way down. So what that's doing is it's overloading different muscle fibers that you're not used to hitting, and it's hitting a different part of your hamstring. So it places a much higher focus on the top of your hamstring right below your butt. And then for the third set that we do, the last one, we went back up in weight and went up to 35 pounds on each side. And then we're doing more explosive reps. So you'll see her more exploding or more explosive out of the bottom of the rep. Alright, so now we're getting into something a little different. So here we're doing a different variation of a normal goblet squat, which you can normally do, or people normally do with a dumbbell. We're doing it with a cable here just to kind of play around, try something different.
the cool thing about the cable is you could step farther back from where we are and it would be more focused on your quads. But what we're doing is just, again, a different variation of a normal goblet squat. So she's doing a kind of a neutral stance in this first set, but we wanted to place a little more focus on quads. So in the second set, you'll see I have her put her feet closer together, and she could even go a little narrower if you want to place more focus on quads. But you can play around with stance a lot with foot position. You can go toes in, toes out. You can go super wide sumo stance, which is going to place more focus on hamstrings and glutes instead of your quads. So you can kind of play around with foot position, play around with stance. I'm a huge advocate for switching things up in that fashion because it's going to hit different muscle groups that you're not used to hitting. So next we dive into something a little weird that we wanted to try out. It's a barbell split lunge. So we're doing these kind of quad focus, which is why she's staying more over her front foot and driving from her heel. If you want to place more focus on your hamstrings and glutes, just sit farther back and keep it directly in the middle, and you'll feel it way more in your glutes and hamstrings.
What happened?
You got all sweaty.
Where?
Ew.
Right there? Oh.
That's disgusting.
Oops. Sweaty feet slash ankles.
And now we're getting into the good old-fashioned leg extensions. So what we're doing here, what you'll see I have her do here, is just a large amount of change in tempo. So kind of back to what we were doing with hamstring curls, is we're doing different styles of sets here. So she starts out normal, jumps into static holds where she's going to hold right there at the top, and then later on you'll see us do like higher resistance negatives where I'm actually pushing on the pad to give her resistance on the way down, and then just kind of cranking them out at the end. But we just mix up the tempo, change it up. I also have her change her foot position. So a lot of people don't realize you can go toes out or toes in on these to hit inner quad or outer quad. So try playing around with that next time you do these.
Atta girl. What happened?
You hurt me.
Alright, so this is what I was talking about with the leg extension. So here I have her doing toes in, which is going to place a much higher focus on the outside of your quad, that outer head. So if any of you that have a deficiency on that outer head or want to grow that outer head more, you can do these to focus on that. And then I had her go toes out here, which is going to place more focus on the inner head of your quad. So again, same thing, if you have a deficiency on your inner quad, you can focus on these as well. And lastly, we're going to hit lying hamstring curls. So we just kind of threw these in as an addition. Again, we're in a new gym we've never worked out at before. We're just kind of sticking with the basics. But with these finishers that we're doing here, I'm pretty much just trying to kill Sadie at this point. But same thing, we're kind of going back to the change in tempo. So I had her crank some out, and then we jump into more time under tension where again we're doing static hold. So I have her squeeze and hold with slow controlled negatives. So again, this is gonna target different muscle fibers that you guys aren't normally hitting with the standard kind of 1 second positive, 1 second negative, like the standard tempo rep. So this is gonna place a much higher focus. The squeezes at the top place a much higher focus on the top of your hamstring, again, that spot right below your butt. So it's helping develop a much more well-rounded hamstring. But just change up the tempo. You can change up the negatives, the positives, squeezes, just control the weight. No matter what you're doing, if you control it, you're gonna see progress.
I have a serious question to ask you.
What?
Well, first off, how was your workout?
How was it?
Yeah.
It was great.
You're really dark. Okay, are you ready for the serious question?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
You're not ready?
I think I'm ready.
Can we go find some donuts?
Yes. Yay! Hang on, wait. Stay here, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna find donuts.
Wow, Fitspo. Huh? Do you know what Fitspo means?
Nope.
Fitness inspiration. It's like short. Like they took off
But where's the
ness.
po? There's no O in inspiration.
Well, they cut it. Like inspiration.
It sounds like people are just making words up.
Well, yeah. I think that's what it means. Maybe it doesn't.
So, alright you guys, so we were coming to the gym, and in the same parking lot, Sadie happened to notice that there was donuts in the same parking lot.
But we're in Texas and it's a Sunday, so I don't think anything's open. Because I feel like nothing is open on a Sunday. It's in the corner.
Oh, it says fucking donuts.
Wow, love
Sorry.
that F-bomb. I don't think they're open.
Baby, it's donuts, of course they're open.
No. Because I found one this morning at 8:30 when you were asleep, and they closed at noon. Oh my god, it's open. BRB. Oh.
Is it good?
Yeah, you want to try
Okay.
it? I'm gonna take a small bite. That was huge. What do you think?
It's pretty good. I hate sour cream.
Me too.